Last time on Hero Squad, Under the Dragon Shadow.
Out of the corner of your eye, by the shrine, you just see like just a little glimmer of light. So you go and you look, and the mirror is not there.
That's not good.
You hear a scream.
Oh, from where?
From the shrine.
Oh, how could it go? It was my duty to protect it. Oh no.
It kind of was. It's true.
The spirits will abandon us.
Oh, shh.
You're right. He's right. It was my job.
I cast Detect Magic.
Oh.
Cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can sense there's something. As you're trying to leave, Roz appears in front of you, like super strong, like hero kind of deal.
You're not going anywhere until I find out where that mirror went. No one leaves the springs until we found it.
On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
So we last left off with y'all essentially getting the okay to head out into the middle of the night.
Yes.
Looking for this missing mirror. You travel down the trail that you had headed down before. It's one shot. There's not really anywhere else to go. There's no forks or anything. So if anyone left here, that's the way they went, right? And you follow it down essentially towards the forest entrance where you had seen Sammy and the larger dinosaur. As you approach the forest, everybody roll a perception.
That's a 20, not natural.
Okay.
Perception.
14 for me.
That was not. It was
a
nothing.
9.
It was 7.
Okay. Everybody else, you're all a little confused by everything, right? It's like there's too much stuff. But because you were here earlier, you kind of knew what the area looked like when you left it. And so now when you're looking at it, you can see what looks like sort of a path that was kind of cut. Looks like someone, went off trail in a way that you didn't see before.
Okay.
Right? So you definitely see a pathway that you would think would be the one to follow.
There's a path right here. I was down here earlier hunting for that awesome dinosaur. And this definitely was not here before. This is fresh. Somebody's cut a path through here.
With my Detect Magic, can I still sort of detect if it's sort of off on that path? Or
Sure. Yeah. So you cast Detect Magic again. And yeah, it seems you're feeling the same presence that you had mentioned before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down this new.
It seems like you're heading the right way.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should take this path.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you properly dressed for this excursion?
When you look at her, do you actually see the just basically the shimmery
Yeah.
Yeah.
and nothing else?
Yeah, she's basically naked.
You ready for this?
Are you cold?
It is very cold. Christina, did you happen to bring some clothes for me?
Was I supposed to?
Well, you went back to the room and I figured you'd grab me some.
She just figured that you would take care of her always and forever.
I mean, yes.
I should assume that by now, but no, I didn't.
Oh.
I go through my backpack and I find nothing.
I've got nothing for you.
I like whip the hood that I'm wearing basically off, and I give it to you, and I'm like, you can wear this, and I tie it around your neck. There, it's covered in various viscera.
That's very kind of
It'll protect you, and it'll keep you warm, most importantly.
I cast another rendition of Disguise Self, and I have clothes on.
But you're still very cold.
I've got the cowl now. I also cast Prestidigitation, so
course.
it doesn't smell like gross.
It smells like roses now.
Yeah.
All right, so now you've got like a very fancy like cloak type thing flowing over you that certainly is not what Rhaegar gave you.
Okay.
So y'all continue down this path?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So you head down this way for a little while, like kind of like winding left and right, and eventually you make a little ways down there. Well, everybody roll another perception.
Ooh, buddy.
11.
It's going to be a 23 for
9.
16.
Okay. So, Atlas, you stop everyone in their tracks.
Hold up.
You can see through the trees, definitely some torches and lights and whatnot. And you see like a little, sort of like a makeshift camp.
Okay.
Little huts here and there. And walking around, you see several lizard people.
Okay.
And they all have black scales. And they, some of them have weapons and whatnot.
Can I see how many there are?
Yes, you'll want to get a little bit closer.
Okay.
You'll probably want to be a little sneaky.
Well, then I guess I at least relay. There's a camp up ahead. It's definitely got some lizard folk in it. Black scaled.
Well, maybe they saw something.
This may be the same.
This may be the people that stole it.
Why do you assume that?
Let me do some recon. I can sneak in, maybe find out how many there are, maybe
Do you
see
want
if I
me to
can hear something.
disguise you?
That won't be necessary. The shadows disguise me.
I love it.
Okay, so roll a stealth.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What was it?
Like, thank God for my stealth, which is so high, but that's a 10.
A 10? Okay. So yeah, you're sort of stooped down a little bit, and you're kind of walking through the bushes and whatnot, trying to get really close. And you get pretty close up to the edge of the clearing where they'd be able to see you. And as you do, you accidentally step on just a little twig. Makes a nice loud sound, right? Roll an acrobatics.
16.
Okay. So you step on that twig, and you immediately know what you did, right? So
did it
you do a quick backflip, just like behind a tree, like right next to you, and you succeed. And you notice a couple of the guards kind of like turn and look and kind of examining over where you were. And they go back to what they were doing.
Okay.
Okay.
So from where you are, what you see probably like an arrangement of maybe 7 or 8 huts. There's like, a central area. Clearly there's a hut there in the middle with like a nice fire and whatnot in it. And you see a lot of people gathered around there. And then several huts scattered about that seem like living
Are these
quarters.
huts permanent, or is this like a bivouac situation? Like,
Yeah, bivouac-y. Yeah, definitely, nomadic style. Definitely, This is something that would move around. You see, I'd say probably up and about 10 to 12 lizard folk.
Ooh.
A few of whom you recognize from up at the shrine. There were 3 black-scaled lizard folk up there, and that's it. That's all you see for now.
Tall lizard person there?
You don't see him, at least not at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I relayed the information, let them know what we're dealing with.
Interesting. 10 to 12, that's way too many.
That's out of our league, man.
I think, honestly, we need to do more espionage type. Maybe one of us should disguise ourselves as a lizard and go in there and talk to these guys.
Well, you guys have spent the most time with lizard people. I will defer to you.
I mean, from talking to Yato, it seems like most lizard folk are very distrustful of other people. So I doubt they're going to trust another lizard person just by walking up.
Oh, you don't think that? So what? You think that?
Well, yeah, they seem distrustful of outsiders, but not of other lizard people necessarily.
I mean, like, if they're obviously out here secretive, like,
Why don't we just go back and get Roz?
we don't know where Roz is.
Yeah, Ross ran off.
What if you disguise yourself as one of the guards?
You said that you detected magic earlier. Could you detect magic again to see if this that magic that you were
Sure.
is in this camp?
So I detect magic again and see if it's
Definitely.
seems stronger. in
Definitely.
that. Okay. Whatever I'm sensing, it is in that camp.
What if we just wait until they go to bed and then we get the drop on them?
I feel like no matter what we do, we're going to alert all of them.
No, there might be some residual guards staying up, keeping the place safe, but we'll know most of them are asleep, and then we'll just have 1 or 2 to avoid rather than 10 or 12.
That's actually a good idea. We could wait, and then Brittany, you could just cast sleep
I can just cast sleep.
on the remaining people.
There you go.
Ooh. So we wait until just like the the night watch is
until the
happening.
night watch is ready, until the guards are there, and then we isolate the guards.
We don't know if they're going to fight us. Why don't we just say hello and ask if they've...
Are you kidding me? Do you see this place? This place, there is magic here. All right?
Okay.
There's magic, most likely the mirror. And
But
these
we don't
people
know that.
These people don't look like the type that want to talk.
I mean, if
Why take that chance?
But why assume that these people are out to harm us or
Because
harm
they
the
have
mirror?
weapons and they are being secretive in the middle of the woods.
We have city guards.
This isn't a city.
Exactly, but every civilization is going to have people that protect them.
Why are these people camping in the middle of the woods secretively? What is the
That's
magic?
their home.
This isn't their home.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
Because obviously the tents that they've set up are temporary. They move from place
Maybe
to place.
there are nomadic people. We don't know anything about these people.
except
we
if
should
they
not
have a magic object and a magic object was
You know
just
what?
stolen nearby.
I'm gonna cast locate object because I've seen the mirror and I've
yeah.
seen the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I describe the name of the object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location. As long as you can, the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of the movement. You could spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close, which I definitely have.
Okay.
So I cast locate object.
Yeah, it's definitely in there.
Okay, guys.
It's definitely in the.
I think we should wait until they fall asleep and Brittany cast spell because the mirror is definitely in there.
The mirror's definitely in there.
See?
Well, why don't we go back and tell this isn't our job to get back the mirror.
Yano vouched for us. We told them that we were the mystery solving team. We're here to mystery solve
Yeah, but if we
as a team.
if something happens, like I just don't. We can just go back to the hot springs and tell them.
We could be heroes.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about these people. Like,
What if they move in the night?
Or
then two of us stay and two of us go.
what if because Roz is gone, and what if some of the other guards up there were in on it?
What if? I think there's too many moving variables here. We're here now. The mirror's here. Everybody sleeps in the nighttime. We wait until they go to sleep. We get the jump on them. Everybody sleeps in the nighttime.
Not true.
I'm just saying we don't know a lot about the situation and we don't know a lot about these particular people. And I feel like
But they stole the mirror.
potentially. No, I
Potentially?
found
There's no
it.
potentially. Christina found it. It's here.
It's within their group.
Maybe it was rightfully there.
Wait a minute. Are you in on this?
You are very strongly defending.
You are
this
being
group.
very suspicious.
Did you steal it? Have you been bribed, Brittany?
Brittany, I'm surprised. You love to cast spells on other people. Why don't you just wait until...
What's your cut? What are they paying you?
Nothing. I'm not getting
All you have to do is
Oh
just
my
wait
God.
until most of them go to sleep, and then you cast sleep on the rest of them.
Okay,
And
I'm
then
just-
Rhaegar will go in and find the mirror.
Are you awkward because you're not wearing your normal outfit right now?
That must be it.
She feels a sense of freedom right now that she's never felt before.
Yes. Unshackled.
She doesn't want to have to sully.
Yeah. There are many more goods that have to stay safe, okay?
This is why you wear clothes into combat. Oh my goodness. All right. So, what do you decide to do?
I guess we wait until
Do we wait?
Y'all gonna wait?
they go to bed
So
until they bunk
what
down?
time is it right now?
So I'd say at that point it was probably like 9 or 10ish. You know.
Yeah.
So you wait if you decide you're waiting.
Because I'm sure some of them will start nodding off, and we just sleep. Basically, you cast it, and then you divide. The shortest HP goes to sleep, right? And so
It's
forth
based
and
off
so forth.
HP, yeah.
Yeah.
So if most of them are asleep, we just
Unless they're immune to sleep.
if this plan works, first we wait.
So yeah, you wait, and then eventually, more of them go to sleep. I'd say there's probably about 4 guards now. There's 2 that are patrolling, and there's 2 that seem to be standing in front of the central hut.
Okay.
So yeah, there's just about 4.
There's about 4.
individuals. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
I thought I had
Just turn your sound off.
I thought it was
mute-
always muted.
Mute your sound.
Brittany,
Yes.
can you sleep 4 people?
Hi. I can cast it at... Okay, yeah, I can cast it as a level 3, so that's creatures within 20 feet. Where is it? 5d8. So I need a whole bunch of d8s.
But will that affect all of them? Or will you have to do this individually?
I don't know how many hit points they have.
Here's a D8.
But I guess
And then I
what I'm
need
asking is,
two
do you
more
have to
D8s.
cast it once per person, or do you cast
No,
it
I
for-
cast it once.
Yeah.
And then the amount of HP.
The person with the lowest hit points, it affects first.
And then it goes down.
Basically creates a total and it
Yeah.
starts chipping away at all the characters.
Gotcha.
yeah. Can I have 2 more D8s?
Here is a D8. No, that's not a D8. This is a D8. And then this is a D8.
You know?
No, I got.
You got it? All right.
Yeah.
She's casting.
How many people are awake right now?
4.
All right. Someone do math for me. 50.
50 even. All right. And so you're casting this.
I guess at the people you said there's 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
the
they're
range is 90 feet
Yeah.
and a 20-foot creatures within 20 feet. So I guess if there's like
so
2 guards,
there's the 2 guards that are in the center.
then let's just do those 2 because it can only affect
Okay.
20 feet.
Right. And so it does if it's higher than one of their HPs, that person falls asleep, and then is the
Yeah.
remainder
Goes to the other one. But if that person, like let's say that person has like 10 HP
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the full amount, then they stay awake. So essentially it'd be like one person's asleep.
You cast it in the direction of the 2 who are guarding the center. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of them sort of like nods off and just kind of like falls over at his station. And the other guard kind of like looks over at him like,
Then I cast Charm on the other one.
okay.
I'm only going to do it at first level because there's only one other person that's awake. So they need a spell save of,
Well, there's 3 people that are awake, but the one person next to him.
the one person next to him. A wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't seem affected. He's just like,
That's okay.
what's going on? So he kind of like, pushes and prods at the other guard guy and nothing happens. And he just sort of like
Where's the other 2 guards?
rolls his eyes.
They're patrolling.
I want to cast polymorph on the other one.
On the other...
On one of them?
the
okay.
the other guy that was in the center?
On the other one that was in the like the one who was trying to wake up his friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spells transform the creature that you can see within range into a new form, and another creature must make a wisdom saving throw.
What,
13.
Okay. Sorry.
No? God.
Nope.
I'm turn him into like a small squirrel or something.
It's a great idea. I'm sorry that I'm rolling high because I think that's hilarious.
Can't we just get the drop on him and drag him into the woods?
I mean, you can. We're just trying to be sneaky.
For sure.
Yeah, there's 3.
Can you sneak attack him?
I mean, I can only sneak attack if I have advantage.
Well, I mean, being stealths would be advantage.
Yeah.
Then I could sneak attack them.
So
The issue is that the other people would wake up from the sound of the attack.
You'd be worried that they would, right?
Yeah.
Because a stealth attack that killed instantly on someone wouldn't be hurt.
Right.
Right. But I would have to kill them in one
But you'd have to
blow.
kill them in one hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, there's the 2 guards that are circling around. There's 1 guard in the middle. What's the call, y'all?
Plus, I'm not entirely convinced that we necessarily want to kill them yet until
Yeah, can't we just sneak by them?
You could do that too.
I mean, like,
Give it a shot.
we don't need to kill them.
I mean, because you sensed exactly where it was.
Yeah, where
is it in that center hut?
where is the mirror?
I figured it's
Center
in
hut?
that center hut
All
that
right.
they are guarding.
So we just got to get to the center hut.
There's 2 more.
Patrolling.
There's 2
So-
patrolling.
Okay.
1
How-
standing in front of it.
How about we pull a classic Brittany Christina? You guys set a fake fire somewhere else, and then lure.
Wouldn't they wake up everybody?
Okay, how about what's something that you could potentially prestidigitation that would just lure off the one without making him scream, "Oh no, it's a thing." How about like an attractive young lady that's like, "Ooh, come to me."
Done. Disguise self. Back in my shimmery outfit.
What about like an image, like major image or something?
Yeah,
I don't have major image.
I have major image.
We'll make it look like me.
These are wait. I was.
That's
Hold
gonna
on.
alert the guards.
We've established that these people are very insular. All right, and they are also reptiles. So I don't know if they're going to be turned on by elf women. All right, they're probably going to want reptilian women.
You don't know
Have
that.
we seen the other guards patrolling?
I don't. But I'm just inferring.
Have I seen them?
Yeah.
Okay. How about I major image one of the other guards, and I basically in the clearing, the guard comes up. He has a finger to his mouth like this, like he's like shh, and then he beckons the guy over.
That's pretty smart.
Okay.
And then he does like this whole like thing where he's using like body language to tell him.
Can you do it
That detailed?
Yes, I have major image.
Yeah, but what does major image let you do?
Yeah. That's what
I'm trying to. You create an image of an object, a creature, or something visible phenomenon that is no longer than 20-foot cube. So I can make a person. The image appears on the spot that you can see within range and lasts for the duration. It seems completely real, including sound, smell, and temperature, appropriate to the thing you depict. It cannot create sufficient heat or cold to cause damage, sound loud enough to deal thunder or deafen. So it's just basically an illusion.
But sound, as in it can be intelligent, though?
I'm reading right now.
Sound,
you can make it. You can even make it carry on a conversation.
But I don't want to have it carry a conversation because I think since I don't know what the guy sounds like, so I think body language would be better.
And so I'm curious, though. What are you going to try to get him to convey via body language?
I'm going to have him come out of the shadows, he's like this, but then he's holding his like a finger to his lips.
But then he's carrying on a conversation via body language. So what are you trying to get him to talk about?
They're not talking.
They're just
it's a
distraction.
And then once he's to him,
they go off somewhere else so that we can sneak in.
Okay.
And grab
follow
the mirror.
him into the woods.
Okay, and I convey this to Rhaegar so that you could sneak into the main bivouac.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait until they pass. Do they take the bait?
So yeah, you're. I'm assuming you're only doing this to one of them. The other
he's the
one's on
only
the
one that's
far
awake.
side, and then you've seen the other one, and so you're trying to lure him over there with one of the other guards, kind of like pulling him away. So, yeah, I mean, he sees the other guard, kind of like looks around.
Yeah, and he's really like shh, like that, and he's like really beckoning him over.
And so, like you can see the guard in the middle, kind of like
come over here,
making some.
And I do this thing where I'm pointing to my eyes and pointing this way, and I'm like,
all right, so yeah, so
and then I have him pull out like a hatchet.
Okay.
Like as if we can probably sting it. And then I go a little bit further and I have him crouch so that they he's pretending he's showing him something.
Right. So yeah, I mean, he's fairly convinced. Like he's kind of like, huh. So he wanders over there because I mean, this is one of his fellow guards.
Okay, so then I'm going to try to sneak towards the center tent.
Yep.
That is 14.
Okay.
Are there any more guards that are awake?
there's the two that are patrolling.
There's still the two patrollers.
I'm going to cast sleep on them as well.
You're casting it again?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I mean, I
so
can cast
they're going to be farther than 20 feet away from each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if you see them, then you have it ready.
Yeah, I've got it ready.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'll give you another D8.
I've got all my D8s ready to go.
Okay.
Maybe she can wait until the clock meets, you know?
Yeah.
Until the
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, that's it's like, so if you're kind of like just ready and waiting, I guess, if you need to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're able to sneak up to the hut. You see the one that Jasmine lured away, kind of, heading off, like sort of like looking into the woods, getting a little bit closer to it and whatnot. There's a sleeping guard at your feet. There's the two patrolmen who seem to be far enough away that you can't, but they're not looking at you. So you're able to sneak into this little hut.
Okay.
So in the hut, it's clearly, this is where they keep most of their important stuff. So there's kind of like a food stockpile, just kind of like piled up. There's a bunch of weaponry and whatnot scattered about. And then, on sort of like a little pile of treasure and whatnot, just things that clearly have been plundered, you can see the mirror sort of sitting on top of that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then I'm going to try to acquire the mirror.
Yep.
And also maybe a few coins that are around the mirror.
So roll a perception.
18.
You get a feeling. You don't fully understand it, but you definitely don't feel alone.
Oh.
You're getting that instinct that something's not quite right.
Yeah, the hair on the back of my neck sticking up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe I won't sleep. I'm like looking at eyeballs. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to shake it off. Mm-hmm. Just trying to load up my bag here and get out of here.
All right. So you grab the mirror and you're piling some treasure and whatnot into a little bag. And you hear a little voice.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
What? Who said that?
You turn and sort of near the flap that you walked through, the door that you walked into, you see just a blur.
Oh.
It's just kind of like moving back and forth. It's hard to see like what it is, right? But it's just blurry.
Who are you?
Oh, that's not quite that important for you right now, is it? I think the real question is, why am I here and why am I standing in your way?
Okay, I mean, fine. It's semantics.
Yes.
Why are you here?
The
Who are
answer
you?
to that question, if you'll let me, is that...
Oh, sorry for cutting you off.
I should probably just kill you right now. But whatever, I'll talk. So, I spent a lot of time and effort figuring out how to get that very thing down here, and now you're trying to take it. I don't like that.
Why are you trying to get it down here?
Oh, it's worth a lot of money.
Okay. Well, you're just in it for the money.
Yeah, of course.
Who's paying you for this object?
Oh, now, you should know no one ever reveals that, right, Rager?
How do you know my name?
Oh, come on, buddy. Think real hard.
And as he says that, he kind of, this character kind of pulls these goggles off of his head. And as soon as he does, you can see that it's the tall lizard folk from up at the spa.
The green guy with the
Cool looking dude.
markings.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of need this mirror, so I'm just gonna take it and be on my way.
Yeah, so about that. As long as I get paid, I don't care where that ends up. But I need to get paid.
There's all this treasure. It's all yours.
That's
buddy.
not going to cover it.
How much are we talking?
Again, not relevant to you, unless you're going to pay me.
Well, this is a negotiation.
Oh,
right?
you've got money?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, just looking at you, it doesn't look like you got much money.
Sick burn.
Why do you wait? Aren't you famous?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course I am.
Then why do you need the money?
Well, you know as well as anyone else that when you're a thief, this is what you do.
Bored bachelor.
I mean, look at yourself.
Look at my. Yeah, I have nothing in common with you other than apparently our occupation. I am a
Right.
filthy degenerate,
Yes.
and you are.
Everything you wish to be.
I don't want to be like you. No, I like being dirty and smelly.
Right. So anyway, I'm done talking about this. Either give me the mirror or give me 30 million.
Yeah, I'm not going to do either of those things. And I am going to, let's see.
Wait, was he famous?
He is.
And Rhaegar knows who he is.
I'm just going to run, honestly.
You're gonna run?
Yeah.
Can you disengage?
Yeah. I mean, not in combat right now.
So are you gonna do
definitely.
anything to try and distraction or help or like,
I'm just gonna, I'm just going to. So the mirror was on a pile
attack.
of stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to grab onto the
Call your rats.
tablecloth that everything is on, and I'm gonna pull it and just cause a ruckus.
Okay. So yeah, you yank that sheet off as much as you can, and when you do, not only does it cause all of the clutter to crash to the ground, but it brings the whole tent down on top of you.
Yeah.
And this other character, whom you didn't ask their name. I can't believe it. So
Have you learned his name?
You had a name,
of course I do. I have so many names written down this time.
To be fair,
Yeah.
the first question he asked was, "Who are you?"
That's true.
That is true.
That's true. Didn't say what's your name though. That's what you guys always say. Yeah. So it falls down, and you're a little discombobulated, but you're able to get yourself out of there. And when you do, you can see that there's a figure in there, kind of wrestling a little bit to get out.
Are the guards waking up?
Yes.
I
As
cast-
soon as that came crashing down,
Yes.
you hear a lot of hubbub and lizards kind of coming out of each of the tents.
Can I cast Brittany's taco hut?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast my taco hut.
And I'm running towards you guys,
Yeah,
just being
and
like,
I'm like,
go, 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 go.
Okay.
get in the taco hut because no one can see it from the outside. Yeah.
Right. So you see them create Brittany's Taco Hut, and several of the lizard people are seeing you run away.
Yes.
Right. And so you run into the woods and you dive into the taco hut.
I also cast prestidigitation, so it's like clouds, so they don't know
Oh, you're crazy.
That he
Great.
went through
Smoke
like a
clouds
weird
around.
veil.
Yeah.
Smoke grenade.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get inside the beautiful smelling, wonderful taco hut with the mirror.
Got the mirror.
And as you're in there, you do see a bunch of these lizard people running off in every direction, right past the taco hut, looking around everywhere, like they are searching. And you even see that mercenary guy
Yes.
wandering around. And when he's wandering around, you notice that he looks blurry again.
Okay.
He's got these
Blurry all the
blur
time.
goggles on.
Yo, that guy is blurry.
The blurgles.
But
we're fine. We can talk.
I thought it had it was just visual.
no, it like everything inside of it is like completely null to the world. It's like a pocket dimension.
Otherwise, everyone would
it's
smell
like
the tacos.
Janet's void.
Janet.
Anyway, yeah, that guy was blurry.
Yeah, that guy was a jerk. That was the guy from the spa.
Oh.
Tall, good-looking reptile guy. Super cool dude.
Did you get the mirror?
Yeah, I got the mirrors right here.
Do you pull it out of your bag or just
He's holding
Yeah.
it up. Okay, I'm taking a look at the mirror.
Atlas? You probably looked at the most, right?
I'm just like inspecting it to make sure that it is the mirror.
And as you're looking at it, eventually it does. Yeah, you start to see the glowing around your eyes,
Okay.
the trails around your wings.
Yep, that is definitely the mirror.
Yep.
And I look at myself in it.
All right, when you look at yourself in it, you see yourself, but then like your face becomes a different face, and then a different face,
All right.
and then it's real jarring.
I don't like this mirror.
It's a weird mirror.
Yeah. Shine it at Christina.
Oh, I see.
Are you looking into it?
Yeah.
Okay. You at first you're just seeing yourself, and then obviously you see your wings kind of flapping and whatnot. Then you, it's not so much the you, but it's like behind you, everything kind of goes real dark, and then your eyes turn black,
Excuse me?
and then it flashes back, and everything looks normal.
I don't like this.
I think it's broken. Let's just get it back to the spa. Wait.
I'm not looking at it.
She's not looking.
I have to concentrate on keeping this taco hut up.
Fair enough. Put it back
All
in
right.
the bag.
So,
So-
have they ran past completely?
Yeah.
Can we make the taco hut lift up and we can kind of walk?
No, we can't. It's
Like a
solid
Flintstones
on,
car?
Yeah.
Or
No.
you're hiding underneath a canoe and you're
No,
you just see the feet.
it just stays here. But we
Okay.
have it for 8 hours, so
Okay.
Hopefully they won't come back.
Yeah. So what happens is, a lot of them run off, and then eventually they come back, and they're rebuilding their huts and everything. Their chaos has happened.
Any sign of Fancy Boy?
No. Once he
Fancy
disappeared into the woods, you didn't see him anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is blurry. I don't know if we can see him again.
It's true.
So I guess once the coast seems clear,
Yeah.
I'm going to exit out.
Yeah.
the
There's
taco
a time where you guys feel like you could probably safely get away because you were far enough away from there that you didn't expect anything, and you've been paying attention to the patrols and everything. You think you got an opportunity. All right.
yeah.
All right.
I say we sort of file out slowly and one at a time in case.
Yeah.
So we just keep a low profile.
All right. I think that we should let the mirror stay with whoever leaves last.
That has to be me because I'm casting.
Okay, well then I leave the mirror with you.
Great.
All right.
As the first of you comes out of the hut, Roz appears.
So, any good luck?
Wait, why would Roz be here? We're trying to sneak out of this bandit camp.
Yeah, and this is where she came looking for the thing.
Russ, good news.
Have Roz come in.
Oh, Russ, come inside of here.
What?
And I lift open the flap.
Oh, so that's how you did it.
We just went to this bandit camp. We found the stolen mirror.
Will you both get in here before you have this conversation?
So they're both inside.
But wait, so I came here and I looked and I could not find it.
I hand Roz the mirror because I don't want.
Oh
There
my
you
goodness!
go.
Thank you so much.
So with Detect Magic and Christina's amazing Detect Item?
Locate object.
Locate Object. We were able to correctly deduce that the mirror was stolen by this camp, and it was inside the center hut there.
How? I went there. I gave them a good talking to. I wagged my finger.
Oh, did you? You did a lot of wagging.
And I said, hey, I know you've been wanting this.
Roz, you realize this is why the mirror was stolen in the first place, because you do a half-assed job.
I'll hit you with my whole ass, that's for sure.
I hope you will, and maybe learn a lesson in the process.
Roll a dex save.
That is a 13.
Okay. So Roz like takes her step, goes and like slams her to the ground, like pole vaults essentially at your face,
Tail whip.
tail side forward, and swings her tail, and like right before it would hit you in the face, stops it, and then lands like right in front of you.
Are you sure you want that, Sonny?
I love Ross.
All I'm saying is the mirror was missing on your watch.
I appreciate you all for finding it.
This guy was the one that went into the tent and retrieved it.
Thank you. I appreciate
Who
that.
was it?
You're welcome.
Who was it that stole it?
Well, I mean, these guards or this encampment, they're the ones I imagine who stole it.
No, but you.
But there was somebody else who wanted it.
Somebody that we saw at the spa.
Somebody who was staying at your spa. The tall reptilian with the dark green scales. He had the
Handsome
stripes.
looking.
Real handsome, real cool, not a care in the world.
Zeta.
Zeta.
Of course, Zeta.
Who's
Yes. Zeta is well known for lacking in morals. Does things that others wouldn't do.
So
I
he's
can't block anyone from coming to the...
so he's just a thief.
Yes. And other things. Mercenary. Do whatever anyone wants.
You can't block people from coming to the spa.
Of course not. It would be unholy.
But I thought you said earlier that you can refuse requests.
We can refuse requests, but people must be allowed to come.
Okay. Because it's a holy place.
Indeed.
Maybe up the guards?
Well, apparently,
Has-
assaulted our holy priest. Normally, this is not something that I would expect to happen. Usually, people are respectful.
Maybe like some booby traps.
Well, I will certainly be upping the defenses. The point is, we have the mirror return. Can we please get this back where it belongs?
Yes.
Has
Yes,
this
well, we're
ever
trying to-
happened before?
Not for a long time.
What was
Who was
has
the last
remained
person to take the mirror?
75 years ago, I believe.
Why did they want to take it?
I wasn't here then. Well, of course, probably because of its powers. You've seen what it could do, yet?
It makes the reflection look real weird.
Of course it does. It's not a reflection. It's a vision. You see the truth.
The truth.
Yes.
Well, listen, what I was seeing was definitely not the truth.
Perhaps you don't understand what true really is. Anyway, this is what fuels the powers of the hot springs. If we don't return this, then the springs will become nothing.
Well,
So let us go. I'm
Wait.
leaving this taco hut.
Does that mean if you were to take this mirror to other places, it would turn those springs into springs like we see here?
Oh, how would I wouldn't know. Don't know where the spirit of the seven would like to travel. Last I checked, he hangs out here.
Only because the mirror's here.
We
So
brought the mirror here.
The spirit of the
to
seven
him.
go to where the mirror is.
Or we brought the mirror here to where the spirit of the seven is.
Yeah,
know,
that's
this
a
is-
convenient story.
this is only a shard of the mirror. If we find another shard, we can help Marikai.
It's like Inuyasha. We're gonna have to find all the shards of the Jinkan jewel.
Or just one.
I have to imagine that Brittany desperately wants the spa to stay open.
I do. That's why I got the mirror back.
or
You were so
she
hesitant
wants to
to
start
do
her
it,
own
though.
spa in a location more suited for her.
Look, I'm with Roz. Let's head back.
So yeah,
I don't want to hang
Roz
out
has
here any
already
further.
left the hut. Like as soon as she was like, "I'm leaving," like she was walking away.
You're welcome.
God, don't yell. We're so close to the bandit camp.
She couldn't hear you because you were inside and she
Yeah.
was outside. So she just
true.
kept.
I'll say it. Roz is very ungrateful.
Look, will you please leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to hang out around these bandits any further.
Yeah.
So we pack up the taco hut, go back to
Well, yeah.
the spa?
Yeah.
So
Brittany, how cold are you?
Listen, it's warm inside the taco
Yeah.
hut. I don't know about you, but I have it at a perfect 90 degrees inside the
No,
taco
that's
hut.
terrible.
No, wait.
how many flirts?
What?
How many
90?
flirts?
She likes it very
like
hot.
Probably
90 is way too hot.
5.5 flurgons.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
The
that's
rest
good,
of
that's
us are like
Yeah.
sweltering.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all desperate to leave.
Yeah.
good. For y'all. This has been the other spa treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, I don't need to go in the sweating house anymore.
So my full leathers are like clinging
Oh,
to me.
gross.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you could have got naked too and enjoyed the heat. I'm just saying.
So y'all, you head back on up.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as you're, heading back up, it's starting to become, closer to evening again.
Yeah.
Essentially, you've been gone for most of an entire day. Roz is there, as are a number of the shrine maidens and priests. And as soon as you all come in, they all bow to you, and several of them bring over like some some food and whatnot to you, like all kinds of things, right?
I hadn't just eaten so many tacos.
How could you even? It was so hot there.
I accept all the gifts.
So you guys get all sorts of stuff. And Roz thanks each and every one of you individually.
Thank you, Christina, for your help in this. It sounds as if your actions were truly valuable in acquiring this. As to you, Brittany, and as to you, Atlas, I thank you so much for everything you've done.
You're welcome, Ross.
And Rhaegar, you put yourself in danger. That was very, very brave of you.
I appreciate it, Roz, and maybe I might have mischaracterized you. I think you're all right.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Now...
Oh, so you're kind of a badass, Roz.
Oh, don't tell nobody about that. Look, if you soak in the strength pool every day...
Remember, she's tiny, but like she's
like Roshi. She just bulks out.
Exactly, it's Roshi style. Like it's just full on.
But I would like to invite you to come sit on the rocks as the sun sets.
Yes.
So that you may receive the full blessing of the Spirit of the Seven.
Oh, okay.
Would you be amenable?
Yes, that sounds warm.
Sounds very good.
So she takes you over to these rocks that overlook the cliff face, and there's 7 large rocks, but they're like perfectly round stones.
Okay.
Everything else here has been very geometric, but these stones are just like perfectly round. And
Are there 7 of them?
And there's 7 of them.
Okay.
And so she kind of positions you to sit like closest, to where the sun, where you can see the sun setting. As darkness starts to fall, Roz sets fire to a little kind of little basin that goes around in front of you, and there's some oil in it. And as she does that, it kind of like lets up this nice perfume.
Okay.
And everybody else leaves, so it's just the 4 of y'all and Roz. And she holds out the mirror and recites a little incantation. It's in a language that you don't speak because it's lizard folk, but clearly it's some kind of a rite. And as she finishes this, 2 of the maidens kind of ding some bells.
Okay.
And then in front of you, as you can see the stars starting to appear, they seem to start to swirl and move. And then it seems like they're coming towards you. And as they do, an ethereal shape starts to form.
Ooh.
And what you see is the face of a monitor lizard.
Why can't I?
These fumes are doing something.
So the monitor lizard has 7 eyes. And like an axolotl, it has 7 little fringes that kind of stick out. So 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and 1 in the middle. You can see that it has 7 tails, and it opens its mouth to flick its tongue and has 7 forked tongues.
Is it flicking at us?
Yes. And it sort of does this, swirling about you faster and faster. And as it does, you really feel energized. You feel like you did in the pools. The strength.
Okay.
You feel that virtuous feeling. You feel joy. You also feel anger.
Okay.
You feel fear. And then lastly, you feel hope. And just for a briefest moment, each of you sees yourself in the future.
Oh.
You know it's the future. You know that this is going to happen. And it's all 4 of you standing around the little plinth and the egg sitting there on it. And it cracks.
Ooh.
And you can feel that moment just for a split second.
Is it a good crack or a bad crack?
You, in that moment, you felt all those emotions at once, but the final emotion you felt was hope.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you felt everything going forward into that little precise moment. And then the spirit leaps into the air and goes into the mirror. And that's it. Roz takes that mirror and walks back to the shrine.
Ooh. Woo.
You got goose pimples?
Got the shivers. I thought the thing was going to eat us.
I heard in Kabara they do the dance of the 7 snakes. Was that it?
And that's where we're going to end it.
This episode of Hero Squad has been brought to you in huge part thanks to the generous contributions of these incredible people over at patreon.com. If you guys want to add your name to the list, gain some amazing rewards, and help us out in the process, click that link down below. Thanks for your continued support, and we'll catch you guys next time.